Remember Xiaomi, the Chinese company who make mobile phones? Well, they have recently released an AI model which can be one of the best AI model out there for coding right now, and that too with total 1 trillion parameters and 1 million context length. And cost wise, it costs only $3 per million output tokens. So this AI model is called MiMo and it has total 3 different variants. The first variant is MiMo version 2 Flash, which has 262,000 context window and it costs only $0.29 per million output tokens. Then there is another variant which is called MiMo version 2 Omni, and this variant has capability to process image, video and audio inputs, and it costs around $2 per million output tokens. And then there comes the MiMo version 2 Pro, which has 1 million context window and 1 trillion total parameters. And this AI model is going to be one of the best AI model out there for coding. And also it is deeply optimized for agentic scenarios and also highly adaptable to general AI agent frameworks like OpenClaw. So in this video, we're going to test the coding capabilities of this AI model, especially this new variant with 1 million context window, and we will see how good this AI model is at coding. And also we'll try different sort of coding tasks, from building a basic authentication system to maybe creating designs and landing pages. So before we start, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and click on that like button as well, and also please hype this video. That will help us to reach wider audience. Okay, so we are going to use this AI model inside VS Code, and we are going to use KiloCode, which is 100% free and open source AI coding agent out there. You can simply just install KiloCode, and here inside settings we can just choose your AI model from here. And right now you can see we have already selected this MiMo version 2 Pro, which is 100% free for now to use. So you can simply just click on that, and now you can start using MiMo 100% for free. Now let's just give it a simple task. So I'm just going to create a 3D Rubik's Cube simulator inside HTML and JavaScript, and this is the standard prompt that I use to test all of these AI models. So most of these AI models kind of create this in the first attempt, but a lot of AI models including GPT 5.2, 5.3 struggled to complete this test in first attempt. So let's just see if MiMo version 2 Pro can actually achieve this in first attempt. So I'll simply just press enter, and now let's just see what it does. So you can see we already got this 1 million context length, which is amazing, and now it has already started developing this project. So first we have got this to-do list, and it is basically going to create an HTML file, and then it is going to use Three.js to basically set up a 3D scene setup including camera and renderer. So let's just wait for it to finish this task. Okay, so apparently the task is completed, but we are having this provider error. I think this error is related to KiloCode, not related to this particular AI model. So this is basically an unknown API error for some reason, I don't know. So right now you can see we are stuck at this stage, which is test and verify. So I will just quickly, what we'll do, I'll just open this file and just run this file. So I'll just simply double click, and there you go. We can see our 3D Rubik's Cube simulator is ready. Let me just click on generate a cube maybe. Let me just click on 4, generate a cube, perfect. And now I can simply scramble cube. Okay, so the issue is in renderer. So you can see it has created the scrambling animation as well, but the renderer is not working as expected, due to which we can see this certain glitch. So I think this is what it was trying to solve in this last step when we started having this provider error. But otherwise you can see it has created this high quality 3D model of this Rubik's Cube simulator, and overall it looks good, but there is an issue with the renderer. So you can see still it is trying to test and verify basically, but still we are getting this provider error. So the easiest solution for this, we can just like try changing the API provider. So right now you can see we are using KiloCode, but we can use OpenRouter maybe, and then we can try that AI model and see if that error still persists. So I can just simply just click on save, go back, click on continue, and now let's just see if that error actually persists. Now I think that error is resolved. Apparently the API request worked. Okay, the render issue is still there. Anyways, let's just move to the next task, because this involved Three.js, so there might be some issues, but let's just move to the next task. For the next task, I have just created this empty Nexus project, and I'm just going to implement authentication system using Clerk. So this is Clerk, the easiest way to build an authentication system for your applications. So I'm just going to create an application inside Clerk. I'm just going to give it a name, MiMo, and then I'm just going to use the authentication provider, and then I've just created this application. And now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy the prompt that Clerk has already created for us, And now I'm just going to paste that prompt as it is, because this prompt has a detailed guideline about implementation of this authentication system into this project. I'll guide you in a minute about all of the steps that it is going to take, but I'll just press enter, and now it will start creating code. So basically this is how easy and simple it is to create authentication system using Clerk. So first it will just install this package. This is a Clerk package for Next.js, and then it will just add these environment variables, and then it will just add this Clerk middleware inside proxy.ts file, which is already present inside our Next.js project. And then it's going to add this component inside app/layout.tsx file, and that's it. So this is the entire process which was mentioned inside that prompt. So right now you can see it is already implementing all of those steps and basically implementing that task for us. So far, after switching to OpenRouter as an API provider, we did not have that issue for API provider. So I think that is best option if you want to use this AI model as like a proper reliable AI coding option for you. So you can just like use it through OpenRouter. So you can see it has flawlessly completed this task, and now we can just test this task. And this entire task cost us around $0.09. That's mind-blowing. Just last step, I'm just going to provide these environment variables. So I've just copied them and then paste that in here, and now I'm just going to run this project. So I will just quickly run this project, npm run dev, press enter, and now we'll see if that task has been implemented. By the way, there is no error so far, so hopefully it will work fine. So there you go, you can see our project is running, and we got these sign up and sign in buttons. I can simply just click on sign up button. Okay, there you go, you can see this is the Clerk authentication system, and I can now just log in using my emails. So far it has completed this second task as well. Now we can just proceed to the next task, which is creating a landing page. So I have just created this simple prompt. This is a simple prompt to create basically a detailed thank you page. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to press enter now, and we'll see what happens next. I just want to test the design quality of this AI model, and I just want to see how good it is at designing. So you can see it has already started creating this landing page, which is a thank you page basically. So there you go, you can see this task has been completed. Now let me just open this on this directory basically, and there it is. This is our thank you page. This is like more specific page that shows after you subscribe or after like you make the payment. So this page shows after that. So yeah, I mean, it serves the purpose and it looks quite professional. So yeah, for most of your AI coding tasks, I think this AI model will be best. Rather than using the other expensive AI models out there, you can just use this cheaper one, and in fact you can use it for free as well on KiloCode. So you can just like go to KiloCode, and then you can just start using this AI model absolutely for free. I'll actually make more videos for different coding tasks, maybe building a mobile application, or maybe using this AI model with OpenClaw, and then we'll see how this AI model actually performs when it is given more complex tasks. If you have any further questions, just leave your comments in the comment section, and I'll see you next video. Bye bye.